You've been driving for 6 hours. It's 2 in the morning. Your eyes are burning. And then you see it. A motel sign glowing in the darkness. Rest-Eazy Inn. Vacancy. You tell yourself you'll just drive past. You do. But 3 miles later, you're passing the same sign again. Same building, same parking lot. You didn't turn around. You kept going straight. But you're back. And this time, you will stop. Because the motel won't let you leave until you do. This is SCP-7819, the predatory location that hunts tired drivers. And if you don't follow the exact ritual to escape, you'll never leave that parking lot alive. Subscribe now, because what I'm about to show you could save your life if you ever see this sign. Researcher Taya Andrews checks her dashboard, 2:17 a.m. She's been on Interstate 40 for the past 5.5 hours, driving from Site 19 to Site 81. Standard transfer. Boring assignment. The kind of trip where you put on a podcast and zone out. Except she can't zone out anymore. Her eyes are heavy. That deep, bone-tired exhaustion that makes your vision blur, makes your head nod forward. The kind of tired that kills people on highways every single day. She sees a sign. Exit 47, services available, and underneath, lit by a single flickering bulb, another sign, Rest-Eazy Inn. Vacancy, reasonable rates. No, she tells herself, I'm only 30 minutes from Site 81. I can make it. She keeps driving, windows down, cold air blasting her face, loud music, all the tricks to stay awake. She passes the exit, keeps going. Good, smart, almost there. Mile marker 48, 49, 50, then 51. And she sees it again. The sign, Rest-Eazy Inn. Vacancy, the exact same sign, the same flickering bulb, the same exit. Her GPS shows she's been traveling forward, 32 miles since she passed the first sign. But there it is. Impossible. Unless, oh no, 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 no. She checks the Foundation database on her phone, searches for highway anomalies, roadside manifestations, and there it is, SCP-7819, predatory location, manifests on U.S. highways, forces drivers to stop, detailed survival protocols attached. She looks up. The Rest-Eazy Inn is getting closer. She's already slowing down, her body moving without permission. The exit ramp approaching, and despite every instinct screaming at her to floor the accelerator, to keep driving, to get away, she feels her foot moving to the brake. The exhaustion hits like a physical weight, her eyelids drooping, her head swimming. She needs to stop, needs to rest, just for a few hours. What's the harm? It's just a motel. Her turn signal activates. She's pulling off the highway, into the exit ramp. Toward the Rest-Eazy Inn parking lot. And somewhere in the back of her mind, the part of her that's still a Foundation researcher is screaming. Because she knows what happens to people who don't follow the protocols. She's read the reports. 15 documented deaths. Dozens more missing. All at the Rest-Eazy Inn. All who thought they could just check in, sleep, and leave like a normal motel. They were wrong. And now she has exactly one chance to survive this. One chance to follow the ritual perfectly. One mistake means she joins the others, the ones who are still in there, still checking in, still trying to leave, forever. Before I explain how to survive SCP-7819, make sure you subscribe. Because the ritual is complex, the mistakes are fatal, and understanding this could be the difference between making it home or disappearing into the Rest-Eazy Inn forever. SCP-7819 is what the Foundation classifies as a predatory location, not a creature, not an object, a place, a location that hunts, that lures, that feeds. It manifests along exit ramps of the United States numbered highway system, only in the contiguous United States, only between midnight and 4 a.m., only when you've been driving for more than 5 hours with minimal breaks. The motel itself appears normal. Small roadside inn, 2 stories usually, exterior walkways with metal railings, flickering neon sign reading Rest-Eazy Inn, parking lot with maybe a dozen cars. light on in the lobby. Everything about it screams safe haven for tired travelers. But here's the first anomaly. The cars in the parking lot never match. Different makes, different models, different decades. A 1970 Ford pickup next to a 2020 Tesla. A 1980s sedan next to a modern SUV. Like the parking lot exists across multiple time periods simultaneously. The second anomaly, you can't drive past it, not really. If you try, if you keep going, the highway loops. You'll drive forward for miles. Your GPS will show forward progress. But somehow, impossibly, you'll end up back at that same exit, that same sign, that same motel. And each time you pass it, the exhaustion gets worse. The pull gets stronger, until your body simply won't let you keep driving. The Foundation has documented cases of drivers looping for hours, passing the Rest-Eazy Inn 17 times, 23 times, 31 times, each pass making them more tired, more desperate for rest, until they finally, inevitably, pull into that parking lot. And once you park, once you turn off your engine, you're committed. The ritual begins, and you have to complete it perfectly, every step, every detail, or you become permanent occupant number whatever comes next. Taya Andrews parks her car. She chooses a space surrounded by other vehicles, not at the edge, not isolated. The protocols say isolation attracts attention. You want to blend in, be part of the pack. She grabs only what's necessary. Her phone with the survival protocols, her wallet, her Foundation badge hidden in her jacket, a small bag with toiletries, nothing else, no luggage, no weapons. The protocols are very clear. Bringing a firearm marks you as a threat. And you do not want to be perceived as a threat by whatever runs the Rest-Eazy Inn. She exits her vehicle. The parking lot is silent. No wind, no insects, no ambient sound except her footsteps on asphalt. The other cars are empty. Every single one. Windows dark, doors locked, waiting for occupants who might never return. The motel lobby is through a glass door. She can see inside. Dim lighting. Front desk with a bell. Rack of brochures. Everything normal. Everything wrong. She enters. A bell above the door chimes. Old-fashioned mechanical bell. The sound echoes too long in the small space. Behind the desk, a figure emerges from a back room. The manager, male, middle-aged, wearing a vest and name tag reading Mikhail. Friendly smile. Normal. Except his eyes. They don't blink. Not once during the entire interaction. "Welcome to the Rest-Eazy Inn," he says. His voice is too smooth, too practiced, like a recording played on repeat. "Will you be checking in tonight?" The protocols say, be polite, be normal, act like a regular customer. Any deviation from expected behavior draws attention. "Yes, please, just for one night, single room." "Of course, that'll be $49.95. She pays cash. The protocols say, never use credit cards. Never leave a paper trail that connects your real identity to the Rest-Eazy Inn. The Foundation learned that lesson the hard way. 3 agents used Foundation credit cards. All 3 are still listed as missing. Their rooms are still occupied. Mikhail hands her a physical key, not a key card, an actual metal key with a yellow plastic tag. "Room 214, 2nd floor. Elevator is there, or you can take the stairs. Continental breakfast starts at 6. Checkout is at 11. Sleep well. Sleep well." The words hang in the air like a threat, like a promise, like something that might not be optional. Taya takes the key, walks to the elevator. The protocols say, always take the elevator going up, never the stairs. The stairwell geometry is wrong. People who take the stairs up sometimes don't reach the 2nd floor. They just keep climbing, finding floors that shouldn't exist. Floor 3, floor 7, floor 20. The building is only 2 stories from outside. But inside, the stairwell goes on forever. The elevator doors open on the 2nd floor. The hallway stretches in both directions. Too long. The building didn't look this big from outside, but the hallway extends at least 200 feet to the left, 300 to the right. Dozens of rooms. room 200 to room 299. Impossible geometry, standard for SCP-7819. The lighting is wrong. Fluorescent tubes on the ceiling, half are flickering, creating a strobe effect, creating shadows that move wrong, and the carpet. Geometric pattern in brown and orange, 70s design. But when you look at it too long, the pattern starts to shift, starts to look like faces, like hands reaching up, like something trapped beneath the surface, trying to get out. Room 214 is on the left. Taya walks toward it, passing other doors. Some have "Do Not Disturb" signs hanging. Some have room service trays outside. Food long spoiled, flies buzzing. How long have those trays been there? Days? Weeks? Years? She hears sounds behind the doors, televisions playing, conversations, normal hotel sounds, except she knows the parking lot was empty. She knows she's the only guest who checked in tonight. So who's in those rooms? Who's having those conversations? Who's watching TV at 2:30 in the morning? Eyes forward. Go directly to your room. Lock the door behind you. And whatever you do, do not open the door for anyone until morning. Room 214. She inserts the key. The lock is stiff, old mechanism. It takes force to turn. The door swings open with a creak that echoes down the hallway. The room is exactly what you'd expect. Queen bed, floral comforter, nightstand with alarm clock, dresser with TV, small bathroom visible through an open door, window with heavy curtains drawn, everything normal. Except the smell. Mildew, old cigarette smoke, and something underneath, something organic, like meat left out too long, like something died in the walls and nobody found it. She enters, locks the door, chain, deadbolt, handle lock. All three. The protocols say maximum security, because things will try to get in during the night. Things will knock. Things will call your name. Things will pretend to be hotel staff. And you must not let them in. She checks the bathroom, empty. Checks the closet, empty except for extra pillows and a scratchy blanket. Checks under the bed, nothing. Good. Now comes the hard part. The waiting. The protocols say, do not sleep. Or if you must sleep, sleep lightly. Keep your phone charged. Keep the survival document open. Because the motel changes at night. The rules shift. And if you're not prepared, if you don't react correctly to what comes next, you won't survive until morning. Subscribe now, because what happens next, what occurs in the Rest-Eazy Inn between the hours of 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. is when most people die. And understanding the pattern might be the only thing that saves you. 3:14 a.m. Taya is sitting on the bed, back against the headboard, phone in hand, reading the protocols for the 15th time. She hasn't slept, can't sleep. The exhaustion that forced her to stop is gone now, replaced by adrenaline, by fear, by the primal understanding that this place wants to keep her. The first knock comes at 3:27. Soft, polite. 3 taps, then a voice, housekeeping. At 3:27 a.m. Housekeeping. The protocols say, ignore it. Do not respond. Do not acknowledge. It's not housekeeping. Housekeeping doesn't come at 3:27 a.m. The knocking continues. Louder, more insistent. The voice changes. Ma'am, we need to check the smoke detector. Hotel policy. Still ignore. The protocols are clear. Nothing legitimate happens at this hour. Then the handle jiggles. Someone trying to enter, testing the locks. The chain rattles. The deadbolt holds. For now. Open the door. Not a request anymore. A command. The voice is wrong. Too deep. Layered. Like multiple people speaking simultaneously. Open the door, or we'll have to charge you for a damaged lock. Taya clutches her phone, reads the protocols again. Do not open the door. Do not speak. Do not acknowledge. Whatever is outside will eventually leave. It always leaves. But only if you don't engage. The handle stops moving. Silence. 5 minutes. 10. Then footsteps, heavy, moving down the hallway, stopping at other doors, knocking, the same pattern, The same voice, hunting, looking for someone who'll open up, someone who'll break the rules. Taya hears a door open down the hall, room 224. A voice, yes? Can I help you? Then screaming, brief, wet, cut off abruptly, then dragging sounds. Something heavy being pulled across carpet. Then silence again. The protocols say, do not investigate. Do not help. You cannot help. Anyone who opens their door at night is already lost. The only thing you can do is survive until morning. 4:18 a.m. The TV turns on by itself, static, white noise, then images forming in the static. A face, pale, distorted, staring out from the screen, mouth opening, too wide, too many teeth. You're still awake, it says. You should be sleeping. Everyone should be sleeping. It's so much easier when you're asleep. The protocols say, turn off the TV, unplug it if possible. Do not watch, do not listen. The entity speaks to you through the television. It tries to negotiate, tries to convince you that opening the door is safe, that sleeping is safe, that everything is fine. It is lying. Taya unplugs the TV, the screen goes dark, but she can still hear whispers from the walls, from under the bed, from the bathroom, multiple voices, all saying the same thing, let us in, let us in, let us in. She checks her phone, 4:43 a.m. Sunrise is at 6:12, only 90 minutes left. She can make it, she has to make it. 5:20 a.m. The alarm clock starts beeping. She didn't set an alarm, but it's going off anyway. The red display shows 5:20, but when she looks at her phone, it says 3:16. The clock is wrong. Time is wrong. The motel is trying to trick her, trying to make her think morning has arrived early, trying to make her open the curtains, look outside, leave the room. The protocols say, trust only your phone. Trust only devices connected to external time servers. The motel can manipulate clocks, can manipulate your perception, but it can't reach outside itself, can't affect GPS time. So trust the phone, always trust the phone. 6:14 a.m. Real time. The whispers stop, the knocking stopping, the TV stays off. Silence falls over the rest, easy in like a blanket. The night shift is over. Day shift begins. And day shift follows completely different rules. Taya wakes up. She doesn't remember falling asleep. The protocols warned this would happen. Sometime between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. you will fall asleep. Suddenly, deeply, unavoidably. The motel allows it, needs it. This is when it feeds. Not on your body, on your time, on your existence. You'll sleep for what feels like 8 hours, but when you wake, only 90 minutes will have passed. Where did those hours go? The motel took them, consumed them, added them to itself. That's how it survives, that's how it grows. By stealing time from its guests. By taking hours, days, years of their lives and incorporating that temporal energy into its structure. She checks her phone. 7:43 a.m. She fell asleep at 6:14. Only 90 minutes. But she feels rested, completely refreshed, like she slept a full night. The stolen time, the feeding. Now comes the most dangerous part, the escape. The protocols say, gather your things, move quickly but calmly, do not rush. Panic draws attention. Exit your room. Do not look at the other rooms. Do not investigate the screams you heard. Do not try to help anyone. They're already gone. Already part of the motel. You cannot save them. The hallway has changed. It's shorter now, maybe 30 feet total, room 200 to room 220. The other rooms are gone, vanished. The geometry has normalized. This is the motel showing you mercy, showing you the way out, but only if you follow the path it provides. Several doors hang open, room service carts in the hallway, but no housekeepers. No guests, no people, just empty rooms with unmade beds and opened luggage and clothes scattered on floors. Evidence of occupants who never left. The elevator is at the end of the hall. The protocols say, take the elevator down, never the stairs. Even during the day, the stairs are dangerous. But check the elevator first. Before you enter, make sure it's empty. Make sure there's no one inside waiting. Taya presses the button. The elevator arrives. Doors open. Empty. Good, she enters. Presses L for lobby. The doors close. The descent takes too long. She's only going down one floor. Should take 10 seconds. She counts to 30, 40, 50. The elevator keeps moving, keeps descending, past the first floor. Into the basement? Sub-basement? How far down does this building go? At 80 seconds, the elevator stops. The doors open. She's in the lobby. Ground floor. Normal. Mikhail is behind the desk. Same vest, same name tag, same unblinking eyes, same friendly smile. I hope you enjoyed your stay, he says. Please, leave your key on the desk. She does. Places the yellow tagged key down, does not speak, does not make eye contact. The protocols say, minimal interaction during checkout. Just leave, get to your car, drive away. Do not look back. Gets back on the highway. The rest. Easy Inn disappears in her rearview mirror. 1 second it's there, the next it's not. Just an empty exit ramp. No building, no sign, no evidence it ever existed, except her memory and the 90 minutes missing from her life. She drives for 30 minutes, then pulls over, calls. Site 81, reports her encounter. They'll want a full debrief, want every detail documented, because every encounter with SCP-7819 helps them understand it better, helps them refine the protocols, helps them save the next person who sees that sign. So what is SCP-7819? What is the Rest-Eazy Inn? The Foundation's current theory is that it's a predatory location that exists partially outside normal space-time. It manifests on highways, lures tired drivers, traps them in a pocket dimension shaped like a motel, then feeds on their temporal energy, their time, their existence. The ritual, the protocols, they're not about appeasing the motel, they're about minimizing your exposure, giving it as little as possible, the minimum feeding it needs to let you go. 90 minutes of sleep, 90 minutes of time stolen. That's the price for survival. But people who don't follow the protocols, people who open doors at night, who investigate sounds, who try to help other guests, they give more. They expose themselves to the motel's true hunger. And it takes everything, all their time, all their existence. They become permanent residents, forever checking in, forever trying to leave, forever trapped in a loop that never ends. The Foundation has documented 15 confirmed deaths, but they suspect hundreds more, maybe thousands. How many people have disappeared on American highways over the years? How many were listed as missing? How many might have encountered the Rest-Eazy Inn and failed to survive it? So if you're driving late at night and you see the Rest-Eazy Inn sign, here's what you need to know. You cannot avoid it. If it manifests for you, if you meet the conditions, you will stop. The highway will loop until you do. Your body will force you to pull over. Your exhaustion will become unbearable. But you can survive it. The protocols work. Follow them exactly. Do not deviate. Do not improvise. Hundreds of Foundation personnel have encountered SCP-7819. Most survived because they followed the rules. The ones who didn't, they're still there, still in their rooms, still waiting for a morning that never comes. But here's what terrifies Foundation researchers more than anything about SCP-7819. It's not unique. There are other predatory locations, other places that hunt, other spaces that exist to consume humans. SCP-2880, the department store that never ends. SCP-3008, the infinite IKEA. SCP-4051, the mall that rearranges itself to trap shoppers. All of them share characteristics: impossible geometry, temporal anomalies, entities that hunt within their bounds, like they're all connected somehow, like they're all part of something larger. A category of location-based predators that might be symptoms of something worse. What if these aren't individual anomalies? What if they're all manifestations of the same thing? A single entity that's learned to create pocket dimensions shaped like familiar places? What if the Rest-Eazy Inn, the infinite IKEA, the endless mall? What if they're all the same predator wearing different skins? And here's the really terrifying question. How many more are there? How many locations exist right now hunting humans that the Foundation hasn't discovered yet? That grocery store you went to last week. Did the aisles seem longer than they should be? That parking garage downtown. Did you count more levels going down than going up? That hotel you stayed at on vacation. Did you really check out, or are you still there, sleeping, giving it 90 minutes of your life every night, not realizing you never actually left? Next video, we're investigating SCP-3008, the infinite IKEA. And I'm going to show you the connection between it and the Rest-Eazy Inn. Show you the pattern the Foundation doesn't want you to see. Subscribe now, because what I'm about to reveal about predatory locations will change how you look at every building you enter. Hit that like button if this made you check your hotel door locks. And remember, if you see a sign for the Rest-Eazy Inn, follow the protocols. Every single step. Because the price of survival is steep. But the price of failure? That's permanent.